Hey everyone, what's up? This is CPKC Railpen here, and welcome to another product review. So I believe this is my first product review of a locomotive for 2026, because I did my first two product reviews, which were rolling stocks, which were the two rolling stocks I did of those, the Rapido coil cars and the Class 1 Model Works 86-foot boxcar, those are the rolling stocks I got from the train show back on January 3rd. So, this is going to be my very first locomotive review for 2026. So basically, and as you know, you do know what it is, because if you have not seen a sneak peek of what I shared in my community post, they are these two new locomotives that were Walthers Mainline that came out this winter season. So, this is the newest run of the Walthers Mainline ES44AC locomotives. So what I have here, I have two locomotives, because I bought these separately on separate dates. So these are the brand new GE ES44AC locomotives. So you can see they have a brand new packaging that now has the promotional art on here. So these are both in the brand new Canadian Pacific, Kansas City, or also known as CPKC. So they're both, these are finally so I finally have my first official painted CPKC locomotives, because I understand Scale Trains was the first to release them, but unfortunately they sold out fast, so I missed out on those due to the fact I pre-ordered the 1836, which got delayed 2 times. So now I have these to make it up. So I have 2 of them to show you guys. So I have the 4805 up here and the 9375. So we'll be taking a review on both of these. So yeah. This is going to be an exciting review. So anyways, let's get started with the review. Alright, so first we'll start off, I will unbox this one right here. I'll unbox 9375. So we'll set 4805 aside. So because I decided to go with this one because 9375 was the first one I seen, as I saw that back in that was almost 2 years ago, which was back in during the final Spike tour, which is with the 464 2816. So it was also on display with that unit. So I decided to unbox 9375 first. So basically, what it is, it comes in a styrofoam packaging, and it's got this little foam thing to protect the handrails without being shipped. So it's that, and then that. So I'll just lift that up and get the locomotive out like this. And there's the locomotive itself. There it is. It looks very nice. So we'll get this locomotive onto the tracks, and then we'll begin the review. Alright, we're starting out with the front. As you can see, the locomotive, is a budget, for being a budget-friendly locomotive, because Walthers Mainline is a budget-friendly line. As you can see, if you zoom in, there's not much detail on it. And it's also got the headlights and ditch lights on it, which is correct for modern locomotives. It's got a nice snowplow. There's no details like MU cables, train line hoses, and all that, and such, and grab irons and all that. And there's no windshield wipers on the front, and it also has a cab interior, which is very nice. Nice painted number boards. Trucks are nicely done, detailed, and the sides nicely done too. And unfortunately, there's a bit of an error right here, because if you can see, it is labeled as KCS, but however 9375 is labeled as CP on the real prototype. And it's got the nice 3 flags, which it has Mexico, the United States, and Canada, making this the first Class 1 railroad to cross country in all 3 continents of North America. So it has no detail on the roof. Everything's nice. It's got a nice horn. It's got a silver horn. I believe the color on the horn is a bit incorrect, but it does have a K5HL, but the horn, I believe, is painted red. But I believe the horn that's silver is on the 4805. So here it is, the CPKC logo itself. Fuel tank's nicely done, and you can see here's. I'll give you guys a look at the logo. Very nicely done, and everything on the back is really nicely done too. It's very nice. And then I'll show you the rear. The rear is very nicely done too. Because I believe the CP one has the rear ditch lights. Because I know Walthers doesn't put rear ditch lights on some of their models, so which is okay with me. And then here's the Protomax coupler here, really nice. Doesn't have any see-through detail, and all that, and everything. It's very nice. So now I will turn the locomotive around real quick. And all that. And so there it is. So there it is. Oops. Here's the other side. It's very nice, and you know, nice detail works on the trucks. There's the E-bell and the fuel tank and all that. Very nice. And unfortunately, because I noticed something on the CP one, the vents right here, I noticed that CP only has 2 vents, so that, but this one has 3, so this is basically KCS tooling. So you can either just cover that up with something or just paint it red or something, I don't know, and all that. And there it is. So pretty nice locomotive too. So now we'll see how it runs. So I just run reverse. So it's a pretty nice locomotive. It has very nice headlights and ditch lights. You like that well. So now I'll run it in. We'll see how it runs in reverse. The rear headlights is next, so we'll see that. Oh, and so there it is. It's a very nice runner for being a DCC ready locomotive. It's actually a very nice runner. Runs very nice, and I'm really glad how it turns out. Minus the little bit of an error that's right here, which says KCS on the Walthers one, because I know Scaletrans gets it right. But anyways, even though that's a little bit of an error there, but it could be a quick and easy fix if I can get some decals for it, if I could find some. So gotta say, outstanding model. It's a perfect for if you want to just buy a locomotive that's for like a cheaper price or something like that. But after all, very nice model. So I gotta say, very nice model. So now after this, I will definitely unbox the 4805 so we can see a side-by-side comparison between these two next. Alright, so here they are. I also have the 4805 unboxed. So here's what it looks like. You can see they look very nice together. They're pretty cool locomotives, and all that. Basically the same thing as always, and then obviously it has the horn right here. K5HL, even though the real, here I'll zoom in a bit. If my camera can focus, or maybe not. Right now you can see there's a K5HL, but however the real one has a K5LA. So even though some of the detailing is not correct to the prototype, but it doesn't matter, because sometimes you can like change the horn on this and like that. And also I'm gonna remove the KCS letters and put CP once I get decals for it. So even though that's a bit of an error that they made, but anyways, these are still great models. I'm really glad with how they turned out, and it's a perfect way to know that the fact that CP and KCS merged. But I really love the paint scheme on these, because these are really cool. So anyways, so they look really good together to run, especially when I get ready to run CPKC now, because CPKC has officially been confirmed to run on my layout now. So I'm looking forward to be running these two in future operating sessions. So you'll see them on pulling CPKC trains, either from, you know, all kinds. So you'll see them leading, trailing, anytime, or whatever, but who knows. So anyways, that's going to be the review of the Walthers Mainline CPKC ES44ACs. So I'll leave you guys with a little bit of a run by of these two in action, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day, everybody.